on the air.
Welcome to Couture Uncovers True Stories with my special guest, my Aunt Paulette. So let's get started. Welcome to Couture channel. I have my lovely, beautiful sister, my aunt. She is here. Yes, I'm so excited she was able to do this with me. So guys, the topic is, why is it so important to know your family history? So what do you think about that?
Well, it's important because you need to know where your roots are, where you come from. And this is important to me and you because we're related, right?
Yes.
So our parents, my parents were from South Carolina, at Chester, South Carolina. And that is where most black people have come from and have migrated up to the northern area. So this is something we need to know.
You just told me something today.
Is that right?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Oh my God. I didn't even know that.
Yes.
No wonder when I go there, I see gas in the little sign.
Yes. Exactly.
That's us.
Gastonian. Yes. We're down in North Carolina, South Carolina area.
Yes, I
Exactly.
see it.
Exactly. And
That's
so
nice.
we came up here in 1955. That was way before I was born and before your dad was born. So we were born up here in Washington, D.C.
Yes.
And so that's a place where, well, we know of is the Washington, D.C. area.
Right.
But we were raised as South Carolinians. So all the foods and everything from chitlins to pork chops to hog maws.
Oh, the gravy with eggs?
The gravy with eggs, right.
So good.
Exactly. So
good.
that's where a lot of the recipes and things that your dad and I cook is because we have grown up on that type of food.
Yes. So my question to you.
Okay.
5 things that we all have in common.
Well, we light skin. And so
Yes.
we have nice legs.
Yes.
We got that from grandma.
Yes.
Also, our personalities. We are people. We like to talk to people. We are very good with family, children. So that's the 3rd. 4th, we like to make sure that when people come into our home, that we welcome them. We're very friendly people.
Yeah.
5 is the ultimate is that we're Christians and we know that God is first in our lives and everything we do. So those are the common things that I say that brings a family together and keeps a family together.
Yes, that's so good.
How about that?
Oh, it's good that you mentioned that we all Christians. So that's my next question basically is, so since we have the pastor in our family, which is your brother, and that's my uncle.
Right.
Was it hard to keep up with that image? That.
Well, that is a very high bar that was set, and thank you, Pastor Gaston, because you have set a very high bar for all of us.
Okay.
But that is great because in every family there needs to be someone you can look up to. Instead of looking outside of your family and say, who can I admire, who can I look up to, who can be a role model for me? But by him being in our family, I had somebody in my family I could look up to and was a role model. So he was actually like my second dad because of the age difference. So he kind of helped rear me and your father, Mark, because he's 13 years older than me and he's 18 years older than Mark. So.
Wow. He been sick now and he, had the stroke and stuff and he's down and stuff. So it's just like, oh my gosh, like, my uncle.
Yeah, so, God works in mysterious ways.
Yeah.
Why sometimes we think things are cursed or they're bad in situations, but sometimes God puts us in situations so we can continue to learn.
Right.
So we've learned a lot. I've learned more than before. Especially dealing with him on a personal basis. Matter of fact, just taking him to therapy, just spending more quality time with him. Before this happened to him, I very rarely saw him.
Right.
I mean, just here and there and just at church.
That's good that you say that because since this thing has happened, it seems like we all started to get closer and everything. Especially since we just lost, Anana, and that also kind of brought us even more closer.
Right.
Want to see each other and do stuff because we did start drifting apart, slowly after Grandma. It was like everybody.
The matriarch when she passed away.
Once Grandma passed away, it's just like slowly everybody would start spreading out.
Yeah.
And it's like his situation, then Nana passing, it was like, that's when everybody's like, all right, you know what, we gotta get together, stop playing around.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
Because you just never know when it's your time to
That's
go.
right, that's right. And the love is still there, and it's very deep, and I could tell because even that you're located in another state, so I'm always happy when I text and hear from you.
Yeah.
I'm always happy when I hear from Marquita.
Yeah.
I spent some time with her when I went to LA, which was like, the best time.
Yeah,
you know?
I love it.
Yes. So, and all my nieces, right? All my nieces.
in your business.
In your business. That's my girl. So she was my tour guide out there and took me everywhere I needed to go. Don't be hating on Marquita, but she took care of that, right? But that's, so, right.
Yes.
So, but all my nieces and nephews are great, and I love them very dearly.
Yes.
Love them all.
I love you too.
But is there something that I should be thinking about? Because you are one of the grandkids, so tell me, what should we be thinking about?
I don't know. Well, I just know that we are loving and passionate people, and I know that can be a big curse on our family as well, though.
Yeah, you know? I've heard that too. And I don't know if it's such a curse. I think what happens is because we do care about people and we're very passionate about those that we love. And so when you're in our family or we love you, we really love you hard.
Yes,
so what happens is sometimes, you're being taken advantage of because people know that you're passionate about them or you're passionate about the family. Mm-hmm. And if they don't have the same passion that you have, then yes, you can face challenges. Because you, could be hurt because you're thinking you should be as passionate as I am, or you should be just as grounded as I am in the family. And then when they don't bring that same level of compassion or that love, then that's when we're like faced with the challenge of going, well, dang, I shouldn't have loved so hard. Yeah, I've heard that as a curse, but I really don't see it as a curse because my thing is, if you're going to love, be true about it. And just know that God will take care of you no matter whatever happens in that circumstance.
Yeah.
How about that?
Excited she is here.
I'm excited to be here.
Yes, she has arrived. Okay. Do I got any more questions?
Here we go. So I'm just proud to see you have developed into a beautiful young lady that has grown. Maturity has come upon you more and more each time I see you. And this is a great thing, a great opportunity. And so this helps to kind of reflect how the Gaston love and family it continues to grow each and every grandchild that is offsprings from grandma and granddad, and see how this happens. And it's just a beautiful thing to see, all of them, even Aaron, Josh,
oh my gosh,
all of
Aaron,
them.
oh my goodness, she remind me of grandma so much because she like eat with her hands.
She do?
And she walk like her sometimes. I'd be like, girl, grandma not in you. And she didn't even get to meet her.
No, and that's the thing about it. I think her spirit might have gone over to
Aaron. Right, because it was like once she was born, it was like grandma left. Right. And it was just like, and she didn't even get to meet her.
I know. But you know what? Since grandma had opportunity to pretty much live and work with all of us, I think just a little bit of her spirit is in each and every one of you all. And along with Alonzo Jr., he has some grandma's spirit in him. And it's just a blessing to have. I think, I know that each and every one of you are just a blessing. And I'm just so glad that you all are part of my family. And but I have fun with you. Yes. I'll cut up with you. I'll cut up with you. I'll cut up with you.
So it's 6 of you guys. Did you have to hold any secrets or anything between all of you guys?
Of course we did. Yeah. So I wouldn't say secrets, but I think in order for us not to get too much trouble, we kind of helped each other out. Yeah. And I think because Mark and I were the last two of the Mohicans, the older ones said we got away with a lot. We were spoiled. We were. And so don't hate on us because we were the last two. So, but we didn't have secrets. My parents actually were very clear in communicating with us. We were wrong about something. They knew how to approach us and talk about the situation, no matter what it was. So there was, I would have thought my dad had gone through the military because he ran that place like a boot camp, you know. And I don't know if you were a little bit younger, but
he called me Juicy.
Yeah. So, you know, Dad ran that place like a boot camp, and we were pretty structured. But you know, we didn't have any like secrets. It was more or less we tried to help each other, just be there for each other, support each other. You know, me and Mark was left behind, so you know, we just pretty much just ran rampant through the house. We did what we wanted to do, and but nothing that could be crazy, any secrets, anything like that. Nope.
It's been amazing that you was out here to do this with me
and
share these stories and actually teach me something that I didn't know. And my last final question before we go is, should we bring back the dinner table, you know, conversation? Because I noticed that we all just, you know, eat our food and just go our separate ways and stuff like that. Do you think we should bring that back in the homes and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think it's important because that's where, that's how I grew up at the dinner table. Like I said, we ate at a certain time and we ate the same meal. Not saying, you know, you necessarily have to have the same meal nowadays, but I think it's important to be at the table and have conversation without the cell phone, without the TV, and just give a conversation on your day or what you're thinking or your expectations. That's important. That should come back, yes.
Yes, I feel the same way too. Because I just feel like that's why we so disconnected now. Because we so just used to being on our phones and watching TV and everything. So I think we should bring that back.
Exactly. And don't text me in your other room.
Okay.
Get up, walk and talk to me. Exactly.
I want to see your face.
I want to see your face. Exactly. And that's important.
Yeah.
Communication, you know. But I know technology has inserted these different practices for us to communicate. But when you get out into the workforce, just remember that even though we do use this technology, the workforce is still looking for those who are able to communicate verbally and, you know, sit down and have a conversation, explain their capabilities, their experience, and be able to articulate that very well. So, you know, don't let technology cripple you. Just use it to your best, you know, wherever you can fit it in.
Different ways, so
so what they call it now is what they call it soft skills, and the soft skills is more on how we're communicating, able to body, our gestures, how do we you know, talk to someone face to face. But if you don't have those what they call soft skills, you know, when you get out into the workforce like you're talking about, you know, you miss the mark, and that's where a lot of times your job opportunities are not given to you, because it's the simplest things of how do you communicate with somebody, what your experiences are, your capabilities to perform. You know, how do I tell you that? I can't text it to you when I have a panel of people in front of me and I want this high paying job. They're not going to let you do it on a computer and an iPhone to say I'm capable of doing X, Y, and Z. You're going to have to be able to, you know, sit in front of them and articulate this to them in grammar and communication, and that's going to be the key part.
You're teaching me stuff, and I know I've been kind of affected with the phones, you know, and I'm just used to texting and stuff.
And I'm speaking also from experience from me hiring the younger folks, and when they come in to talk, sometimes they're not able to communicate that. And when you tell them, they ask them, well, what was my weakness, or what was the issue that I didn't bring, because I have my degree in this, or I have this and this, you know, and I meet these credentials, but what you're not able to do is sit in front of me and tell me what you're capable of doing. And that is a big flaw, because when you're dealing with people on a daily basis, you should be able to communicate that and not just sit behind a computer or, like you say, a phone and tell you how to do that. Be able to, you know, speak it out.
I really did.
Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back.
Bring it back. Okay. Yes. Exactly. So I thank you so much.
Thank you, Chanel. I'm feeling honored.
Yes, I thank you. Like, you just taught me something today.
You said very good. You're such a mature person here, and I'm very happy. I'm very happy about this. I am very happy.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you.
I love you.
much.
So bye, guys. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Coming up next, you get to meet the young ladies that has inspired me to do what I love to do and jump out my comfort zone. Yes.